Welcome to the Magdalene Voices, giving voice to those silenced for centuries through sacred conversations with beautiful, illuminating souls. Hello, and a very warm welcome to this first episode of the Magdalene Voices. I am so excited and so thrilled that you're here for this, I guess you could call it pre-episode of the Magdalene Voices, as I will not be diving into sacred conversation with anyone today. My name is Mariaestela, and for those of you who don't know me, I am a teacher, I'm a healer, coach, mentor, and facilitator, and now also your host of the Magdalene Voices. In this episode, I will be speaking to you about what my intention is with the Magdalene Voices, who you can expect to see, and what kind of conversation you can expect to hear or see, whether you're watching this via video or listening to it on a podcast. So the Magdalene Voices is really my way of not only giving back, but also bringing to the world a gap that I feel that I've seen within the spiritual community and within the Magdalene community. It is very obvious that the energy of the divine feminine and also the energy of Mary Magdalene, who embraced the divine feminine energy in essence, together with her masculine, but that's a whole nother story. This divine feminine energy is sweeping across the globe, and it is clear that Mary Magdalene and the Magdalenes are showing up for a lot of people. With these sacred conversations, I really want to give a voice to those so that you, the listener, the viewer, may gain an understanding or a knowledge or an experience that you yourself may integrate and take to heart if that's what you feel. The Magdalene Voices is going to have a very wide range and a broad range of people here, because as human beings we are truly unique in our nature. Even though we are all connected, we have a very unique and different expression, and so I want to give a platform and a voice to those many different kinds of expressions. And that's really my intention with the Magdalene Voices. It is also my intention, and this is no small feat, I understand, but it is also my intention to rewrite history, basically, because I know, or I feel, that the stories that we've been told about Mary Magdalene, who she was and who she is, are not the ones that are actually true. Many new things are coming to light in these years and these days, and it is my intention to really give you an opportunity to basically decide for yourself what you find is right for you. So with these interviews, you may have scholars of, academic scholars, you may have highly intuitives, you may have mystics, you may have experts within different fields, and they're all going to bring their Magdalene inheritance with them. However, the form may be different. So some, again, may be based in what we would call facts in this world. Others may be based in what we would call facts within the metaphysical world or the spiritual realm. It is not my intention to stuff down your throat, but it is my intention to give you an opportunity to decide for yourself what you find to be true. Thirdly, it is also my intention to deepen your personal relationship with the universal source that we all belong to. That source, which some and I call God, others call it the universe or the mother, the father, whatever you want to call it. I want to, and it's been my mission for a very long time, to make sure that you deepen your personal relationship, regardless of what organized religion tells you, regardless of what different systems and structures tells you. But you know, and I know that within you, you carry the truth. You carry your truth within you. And through the Magdalene Voices, it's also my intention to um, to make sure that you actually deepen, in the best way that I can, deepen that personal relationship with yourself. I have so far been reaching out to a lot of people, and I am very happy to say that most jump on ship straight away and are thrilled to be part of it. And I cannot wait to be able to share these beautiful, beautiful conversations with you. Um, the the conversation will be released once a week, usually on a Monday. The first one will go out on August the 7th, right before the opening of the Lion's Gate and the full moon on the 8th of August. Um, After that, we're going to have them come out every week, every Monday. There's going to be it's going to be on my website with the different links. It's also going to be on YouTube, and finally it's going to be on iTunes, so you have every possibility of listening or viewing it as you would like. If you have questions, or you have suggestions for beautiful sacred souls who could possibly be a part of this, these conversations, I encourage you highly to send me an email or contact me via my website. There's a contact form, and just go ahead and send me a name or either a question, and I'll make sure to try to include that in an upcoming episode. As I mentioned, most of the episodes will be sacred conversations with beautiful illuminating souls here on this planet. But however, there may also be episodes where it's just me, either speaking about something that I find interesting, or that I find important for you to see and know. But most of them will probably be, or will most likely be, conversations with other people. And so I guess one question is, what is a Magdalene? And this is my understanding and my perspective on this. And for me, the Magdalene is basically, there's the Magdalenes is an order. It's an order of souls that have come here to help raise the consciousness of this planet. And we do that based in love, for love, and by love, which is what Jesus and Mary Magdalene taught when they were here more than 2,000 years ago. It is my firm belief and strong belief that these two ascended masters came to life not to bring about a new religion or install a new church, but they came here to set in motion a shift of consciousness, that was needed in a very dark time when we were in an oppressed state. So they came here together as wife and partner and teachers, for us to show us the way, basically, to show us the way of love. That is what Jesus and Mary Magdalene taught, and it's also what they continue to teach and have taught throughout, centuries. With this surge of the divine feminine and the Magdalenes spreading across the globe, it is very important for me to emphasize that this is not about men or women. It is not, or even whatever gender you identify with, and none if you don't identify with a gender. We all carry within us the essences of the divine masculine and the divine and the divine feminine. So it's not a matter of men and women. It's a matter of how you within yourself unite your divine feminine and divine masculine energies in order to raise yourself and to raise your awareness and to raise your consciousness. It is also not a way of, it is not working for the light and working for the love. is very often not taunted, but it's very often ridiculed and or has been ridiculed. But I will say this, that working with and for the light and with and for love is no small feat. It requires deep personal work, and it is deeply transformational, and it is filled with darkness and fear and anger and hatred. And so it is not about working with your divine feminine and divine masculine essences is not about suppressing anything, but it is about transforming them through the light. And that can be very dark and very depressing work, but also very rewarding work. So I guess this is going to conclude my first pre-episode of the Magdalene Voices. If you've come this far, I thank you for being here, and I look forward to sharing the very first interview with you, or the sacred conversation, which is going to be released on August 7th. I encourage you highly to subscribe either to the YouTube channel, to sign up for the newsletter, and also subscribe on YouTube. You will find all of the links beneath this video in order for you to join the circle. And I hope you will, and I hope that you will also share this with as many people as possible, because basically this is a labor of love, and the more of us that come together in the circle of love and light and of happiness and can help each other, uplift each other, even when times are dark and depressing, the better. And that is basically why I'm here. So with this, I am going to say goodbye and thank you for having watched or listened. And I will see you on the first episode on August 7th.